think I got the right spot for the lighting. You see?
A little more clear. It may not be bright, but
Yes.
it's pretty.
Hi everyone. Welcome to another
Conversation with the lead.
conversation with Louise. Welcome again to all our new subscribers over the past week. I know we had quite a few. Some of my co-workers, if you're watching now, know how to butt up some of you don't really butt up. But just say subscribe. And you guys willingly did. And so we just want to say thank you for subscribing. To all our new subscribers, we're saying welcome, welcome. Thanks for being a part of the family. And we hope that you will join the live each time we come on. And of course, you like, share, and subscribe. As you come on, just indicate who you are and where you're from because what we will see that somebody is on, but we will not know exactly who it is. So it's important that you just indicate who you are as you come on, and so we can then engage in a conversation. Yes. So, how is your Sunday? We had a wonderful time. Although
Yeah, indeed.
the current is going, because we're doing some work in the league and the area. So we had no current, but we had to use a generator.
Yeah, but the church has a
Yeah.
generator.
So we use a generator to
But for the was
facilitate.
all this Sunday,
Yes, yes,
where everybody dress up, you know, as they would in the olden days.
yes.
And
Dentist,
I
dentist.
choose the wrong outfits to wear when it comes to heat. Never knowing that current had gone, winter we don't know.
Yeah, yeah. It was
Just
pretty
gotta
hot.
worship the Lord, huh? In any climate, eh?
It was pretty hot, but it was good nevertheless.
Yeah, it was good.
So yes, so you see the topic. Please turn down your phone.
I'm sorry.
You see the topic, and we're going to have a little chat tonight. Because I have my solid opinion, very solid opinion on how our new money look.
Oh Lord.
I don't know about it, but I like it.
For me, it's not about the look or don't look. For
Mhm.
me, is the necessity of it, which I don't think it's important to implement a $2,000 bill, but that's my opinion because I believe that the more that they introduce a large note within the country or a country, it simply means that such a big note, there's a devaluation of the dollar within itself, you know. And it reminds me a lot of the $5,000 bill,
Not
when
well, how in what way?
how devalued it really is,
Oh, oh.
because before we have a $5,000 note, and but I mean, I get paid $5,000 today. I feel and like, yeah, you have a money and it can stretch a far away. But I mean, when the $5,000 note come in place and you realize that as it busts in $2,000, it gone. It really don't have any value. It really don't.
Well, the truth of the matter is we have to work with it.
I mean, we all know that we have to work with it. But what I wonder when they're doing these things, like what are their motivation or the real reason for
Mhm.
doing these things, for implementing like such a big note?
Well, I guess I guess we'll never know unless you ask the PM.
What
But
makes it necessary? Because
I
I don't
think no,
know.
but I
I
think
think
over
it's necessary.
every well, I don't know what's the time limit on refreshing the notes because there's there's a certain period in time for them refresh the notes, come up with different ones. And I think if I'm not mistaken, but somebody can correct me, I think these are going to be made of plastic and they will last a way longer than the paper ones.
Actually, it could have made out of metal and last as long as whatever. It to me, it's not necessary.
All right. Nevertheless, we're going to examine them. That be a picture. And the $50 note has on this is Paul Bogle and who this? Now in Washington?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sir
man.
Alpha.
No, man, now in Washington. No, no, I don't know Washington. But
Bustamante.
no, man. Jesus, you know he was in. So
I
this is
his
Paul Bogle, and
right.
this is, oh Lord, the man with the glasses. Oh
Sam
Jesus.
Sharp.
No man, Sam Sharp. This is Sam Sharp.
No, he looks like Sir Alexander Bustamante.
No man, Alexander Bustamante is this. Is this brother?
Oh, so how he means they
Me don't
look like him.
remember. Oh Lord, I don't remember what's his name. Let me see if we can. There's Paul
Or is
Bogle.
it William Gordon?
William Gordon. That's the name.
William Gordon.
Right. So the first the $50 I have. Good night, Rowan.
Good night, cuz. Welcome.
Welcome. I hope you have a copy of Rowan. I hope you have a copy of the Jamaican new notes.
It's online.
We're looking at them tonight and other things. But all right, so Michelle has expressed her opinion. Said, "Boy, she don't think it's but let's aside of that. Oh, look, the $50 note.
I mean, it looks a lot like the English pound, the
You
color.
see, you have spent English pound.
Listen, for me, I don't get excited about the color. I don't get excited about any of the material. I want to know more about what's the purpose of it.
Michelle, before it gets so deep, just have a little fun with the money,
That's
no
me.
man.
I want to know because the purpose of it is going to affect us one way or the other.
Yeah, we're going to get to the purpose. But for the first part, waiting about it, the design and everything, the
I
$50.
like pink, so that's it for me. I like yellow. It's there,
Yeah.
and it reminds me a lot of the English pound.
And the combination, because most of the money back in there just have
Yeah, one of the
hero.
heroes.
So what do you think about the combination?
I am wondering what is the point? What's the deal of doubling up on the note? Is it that one hero is not valuable enough to go on the note anymore, or what?
I think I don't know. I didn't hear the entire reason behind it. I think I was trying to watch the budget speech with Nigel because financial the Minister of Finance, Nigel Clark. I didn't get to watch the entire thing. Yes, Ron saying something. I don't know. It
No,
don't.
right.
It's
It's volume.
it's value more.
Mhm.
And
So
I
no,
sure
I don't think
unless you're
it
saying I
is
don't,
value.
unless you're saying you don't think it value more.
It don't value more. It values.
Me not,
That's the point.
me not. When we and stuff get so serious for this
But it
something.
is a serious matter,
Yeah, but you have to
man.
get so serious first. So we are examining all the thing. Look first. All right. So I'm thinking maybe the combination of the two heroes is to show unity. I don't know, or or to have less notes in circulation. Because if you have everybody have a note to themselves, then we have more notes circulating. With this now, it reduces the amount of notes you have to circulate. Makes sense.
That doesn't really make sense to me.
No, because you're gonna produce
The
more.
reality of the situation that if you should look all over the world, right, the more a particular country produces the largest note, it's the more devalued those dollars are. Look
Me
at
not talk
America.
about the
I think the
devaluation.
American largest note is what?
$100.
$100, and it has been that way for
Michelle,
years.
because Michelle, the
Look
economics.
at Britain too. You understand? What people and the truth is, I think people get distracted and just like that or enthused.
Miss the issue with me and try to bring across. Michelle, all the way I tell me say me know about the value and the devaluation, me can explain it just like how
And
you are.
that's
But when I
fine.
look upon it's just we are examining how the money look. Because whether you or me not like it or think about the devaluation, we still have to use it. So
And
I'm
that's
saying
true.
we just examine how it look. You understand me I say?
I think because I'm annoyed, but anyway, I'll go there with you.
So this one look like the long time $1 and put on the thing there. I wish you guys could have seen, but those who
They
have
can
who have the
pull it.
picture, you can pull it up.
Pull it up
Send it to
on.
everyone on Facebook. I think you can send
I
all
don't
it.
really have it, but I saw it on Facebook and I just said,
You just say what?
they just said,
And yeah, everyone, we're gonna send it to you. All right, I'm gonna send it to you, Michelle, and you can send it to him. All right, I send it to you. Right. So just looking at it though, right? The $50, I'm not lie. It looked pretty to me. And it reminds us, Bishop said, it reminds us of the English pound. So though, though we're going, our dollar is a little, is way, way less than the English pound. It gonna feel nice in your hand, man. Yeah? I feel like you're spending England pound with you.
okay, so I send it to your cause via WhatsApp, so you can check your WhatsApp for it.
Right. All right. So now the $100 is in blue and it have on Marcus Garvey.
Yeah.
It's just so bummer tonight.
It's not a bomber, man. It's a
Listen,
strong.
listen. It look
I'm
good.
passionate
Michelle,
about
matter
this.
about it. Alright. Matter about the design. It look good. Who is that now? Mommy is on. I agree with you, Michelle. Mommy, come on for the live.
Right, Dred.
Oh
Stay right there,
yeah.
Dred. Don't move. It's true.
Rod says, "Cause don't care about the look." She's talking about the value. Listen,
Exactly.
all I'm saying, we're going to get to the value, we're going to get to the devaluation or the valuation
I
or
don't
the
care about the pretty
evaluation.
money.
I am
No,
saying, we're
the
examining how the
value.
money look. You understand me? I say the
Yeah.
money look pretty. All right, so the $100 around Marcus Garvey. I particularly like this one because Marcus having more money.
But all of them
No
should.
problem.
Once
No,
they're
but
a national hero, they
no,
deserve to have their
but
own
if
note.
all them of them own, we're going to make more money. Remember, all right, if we have seven national heroes, right? So no, them don't put on, oh, but what you know. The combination, I think we still have the same amount of notes. Because we have a $50,
Mm-hmm.
$100, 500,
thousand
1,000,
dollar.
5,000. That's how we actually added a new note,
Yeah, which is a
which is
two
2,000 note.
$2,000 note. It's not relevant, is it? Because you have $1,000, right? You have a $5,000. What is the 2,000 for? What's it
All
for?
right, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Let's go back to Marcus Garvey. I like the Garvey one. I think all the design them. I like all the designs. No lie, I like them. And as I said, I think it's made out of plastic too, which would make it last a little longer. The 500 one have a Nanny and Sam Sharp.
Yeah, so Nani, what I want to know, so the 500, so Nani is not worthy anymore to have her own $5,000?
No, you have to ask Nigel. Me no know.
I don't know,
Me have
I
to find
wonder.
out. Me have to find out why them do the combination now. You understand me? I say. But again, you don't know. Me kind of like it.
Well, I will never get distracted with the colors.
All
Me
right
want to know
now.
that when I have a good money in my hand, it is strong, it durable, it can go far, and can stretch.
So this one now, the $1,000 Avan Buster and Norman Manley,
Yeah.
the first one. Now here's the situation with this now. This is two political leaders coming on one note. Me like that.
Well, the truth is, if it's only on the note, we can have unity. We have all faith.
Jesus peace.
And
Irrigan. You know, a friend of mine say, a friend of mine say, boy, if you have them two political leader pan the money, I be a war, I'll go on your
it
pocket.
simple means that the money already not no value.
Must
Because at the end of the
be a
day,
war, go on your pocket.
you have the late Mr. Honorable Siago, Eddie Siago,
Well, that is
and
the
the late,
$2,000 note now.
right,
Michael
Michael
Manley, the second
Manley,
one.
two former prime ministers of the opposite party.
Opposite
And you
parties.
put the two men on the same new $2,000 note. I guess they're rolling in their grave.
Why? I mean, I think the both of them. I maybe I don't think I'm being naive. I think the both of them, with all good intention, probably had good intention for Jamaica. It's just how they went about it. You understand me? I say, and
Fun
and
and
and,
joke
the- and
aside.
then and then yeah, fun.
Yeah, fun and joke aside. I think maybe that have nothing to do with it. I don't know what they're trying, why they doubling up the heroes on the note. For me, that don't even really matter. What draws my attention is why the reason for a $2,000 note. You already have $1,000. You already have $5,000. What's the difference a $2,000 note is really want to make? Apart from showing us how devalued the money is,
Mm.
or is going
I'd love to if somebody can tell us.
even further to be devalued.
I'd love to know if somebody could tell us what would be the financial implication regarding a note that, for example, like a 2,000 note, which is a higher value than a 1,000 note. If there's any, benefit per se to us as citizens, to have a note that says 2,000 versus
There's no
having two
benefit.
1,000 note in your pocket already.
The more that the money devalues is the larger a note, they implement a larger note. And you can tell by even the very price of bread. Because in any country, if you can no longer easily afford
Basic
the
commodities,
cost of a loaf of bread, which three-quarter household cannot do without, because bread is they would
yeah,
want to say the more
regular staple.
easier and more should be the more affordable commodity that if you can't cook, you can't afford to go on your break and you eat, you drink water, and you can survive in any nation. And that's a concept that I've gotten even from a little girl in primary school. You know, because even when I was hearing that, is it in someplace in Africa? Is how much, oh, how much thousand, is it, what name is again? Is Naira?
Yeah, I think so.
How much, the
I think
amount of
in
money
Africa,
they
man,
have to
different notes.
spend to buy one loaf of bread. And I said, this is getting ridiculous. People can as well jump here and rob you and think you have money with so much notes. And you when you don't even value a thing.
Yeah, but then it kind of makes sense then to have one big note instead of one of your suitcase of money.
Listen, for me, it doesn't really make sense if you don't have any value. I would want to know that my pocket is full. And all right, put it this way.
And that me I talk about, the logics of it. You now have a big note where you have be $100 and you will carry $1 million to
It's
buy.
just as
Say the
big.
cost of the cost of a load for exaggeration. A cost of load is $1 million. You can walk with $1 million. It's a suitcase of money.
Well,
Whereas if you have one note that says $1 million, so that
a
less
cost of
actually.
a real loaf of bread is basically
We,
that's
we
ridiculous.
had said that last week too.
Yeah, so it
Um,
goes to show.
yeah, but hold on, I'm gonna get to what Nigel saying. Nigel,
Roll
Rowan. You have your,
my glasses.
yeah, you can read it this time.
I love my glasses, but I'll go.
No,
So
you can read
Ron
it from your
said,
phone.
no, I'm not getting it on the you get it on your
No,
phone.
make it a live chat. Let you see. You know, try it.
I said, I'm trying to tell if I don't
It's
know why,
supposed to
but
come
I
up.
don't get it.
Okay. All right. All right. So you
Ron
can read it
said,
from.
okay, can it be
You
enlarged? It's
can see
worse.
them.
Okay. I think by them doing that, that was a good idea. One is more better than none. They all equal. Yeah,
Right. So
well,
what I'm saying in my in a little in my little opinion, I understand the devaluation of the dollar and the implications of it, especially when you have you keep in making a bigger note and a bigger note. It speaks to the devaluation of the currency. However, I'm just saying whether we whether we accept it or not,
yeah,
we're going to use it. You
yeah,
understand
that's
me?
true though.
So me and meds is just the our look and whatever. Notwithstanding, our opinions of the purpose and the reason of it may vary, and we may really want to get some clarification on it as to why are we going this route. You understand me? But simply apart from that, I want to have some fun with it. You understand me? So watch this though. So the two, as we said, the $1,000 note, it has and again, what I like about it is the designs. It look fresh. It look like a nice revamped thing. The $1,000 have on Jamaica house on it now. You know what that Jamaica house on it that far? Okay.
I
All
think
right.
it's just the colors. The colors seem more different.
Yeah. And the design.
And the design. But you know, I don't know. I think I don't really get to travel the world, but I'm trying to help people speak, and I watch a lot of YouTube.
Mm.
It seems like it's just in Jamaica you can walk on the road and just find coins that are still in use. They're supposed to be like dollars. Everywhere you turn,
Mhm.
you see dollar, dollar, dollar
Yeah,
coin,
because
dollar
nobody
coin.
really spend a lot of time.
Because and it's amazing because the country still uses the dollar coin.
Hmm.
But you find out that community shops and a lot of other establishments like wholesales, they don't want the dollar coin. So me look at it and I say, wait, if you go to the bank and you shut up a dollar for $1 million, you don't have a
You don't
million
have a
dollar
million,
until you
and
have that.
that's
Me
how the
say
Chinese people them
it's
see
a
it too.
great disrespect because me say the only place you can really use the dollar coins in Jamaica that they accept it is at the
At the
banks and the
banks.
supermarket
Hmm.
without people making up them face. You go to some places and we don't want the dollar coin, I'm not can't bother with them, the heap of silver them. And me I
Hmm.
say, really? The money is still in use in the country.
I,
And people are refusing. If I believe that if you go to majority of the homes in Jamaica, they either have a cup, a dollar kind, a bag, a dollar kind that they just have there just piling on, piling on. Because most of the most of the business places don't want to take them.
hmm.
And I said, this is coming ridiculous. I remember going to Sovereign Center years ago, and I saw this white lady. She just walk and she's picking up the dollar coins. I'm a right lady. You know
So what
them
you
value.
so if it's right, why you
So
don't
me
pick
I
it
go to
up?
run against her, go take them up and then look greedy.
No, me not say that.
But me not afraid to take them up either. I'm saying them. But she was already on the job, so I let her finish
So
it.
have you ever walked and took up dollar coin?
Of course.
Dollar coin?
Of
You take
course.
up $10, Michelle. You're not even
Me
dollar
take up
coin.
dollar card. Me see me even short for dollar
Mm.
already. Like that I mean I'm so deprived.
Mm.
But I'm say, I'm gonna need a dollar here. But me can go with $90 and tell it is embarrassing for me to say I owe you a dollar.
I have taken taxi. I'm making the man like a $5 coin and then $1 to make up the fare.
What did he say?
I said, no man, you can't keep them.
I'm telling you.
Man,
The only
give
thing,
me the $5. I said, no man, you can't keep them money.
no,
You know,
I don't get
I
it.
use them one.
The mentality is sad because
No, I guess I mean back in when we could we could have buy 10 cent bulla, but
right.
these them
Even 1 cent and those things,
yeah,
they're no
them
longer in play. I don't think in the other countries that they change their money so regularly.
you mean that no, but no, I don't think I'm at if they change regular. There's a time when all the money then does get revamped. I mean, I
Even
think
if you revamp,
even
does the value
America, even
change?
America does it too.
Yeah, but I don't hear American law just not have always been $100 for a good
Well,
while
they don't go
because
higher
their
than
money
that
is
so
stable.
far, as far as I'm aware. They
Even
don't
the
go higher than that.
British, you understand? So I
But
don't know. I'm not gonna stop anybody from getting excited and say, "Whoa, a new 2000, good for you." But me have that because the teeth and put them pocket.
why you kiss your teeth?
For me, it shows me that it don't have any value. You can
Well, me
imagine you're
not kiss my
going,
teeth. You look pretty and I keep it in my pocket. I
you
never have it in my
go,
pocket.
listen,
Mm.
it's like you're going to the closest place to buy something and you're going to $2,000.
Well, you have to then know which part you're going to spend it. Don't go to the corner shop unless you're planning to spend all that.
My point
Are you
is
going to spend
that it
thousand
just
and much?
reminds me that, okay, we're one of the countries who money don't really have any value. It sounds big, but it can't buy nothing much. That's what it reminds me of.
All right.
It
And
doesn't
okay, and
feel
we're going
good.
to end the live here because Michelle is just bombing out the whole thing right now.
I'm not bumming it up. That's my opinion. You can run with yours.
No, well, I mean, as again, what you're saying is that lie. But I'm just saying, just for whatever it's worth, we're examining what it looks like
It's fine.
actually.
I don't stop
So
you.
the 5,000 note Avan, oh Lord, this is you share
Yes.
and the other brother, Donald
Donald
Samson,
Samson.
right? And it resembles the 5,000 into the color, but the design again, this Avan the
The
highway,
highway.
this Avan the highway. No, the truth is, it could just be cosmetics for us, though. You know what I said? I heard I would Gavin tell me say what? Somebody
A
said to
friend
him,
of mine. You shouldn't
no,
want to be
I'm a friend.
identified.
Gavin said to me, say, when I feel friend him, say, monopoly money. He
Are you
brag,
okay?
he
You look
brag,
pretty. And it's true.
well, monopoly money.
It's like playing Monopoly. You have all this money when I really make no sense. But the game is just that's
well,
how it feels.
well, it starts from there in the mind. Let me hear what Rowan has to say. Rowan said, it's so funny how you said that because I remember one time I come to Jamaica, but my coworker and they tried to give a tip in Jamaican money, and they said they didn't want it. They wanted US money. Yeah, but come on, you yourself too. Yeah, come from far. You know, give people in US dollars.
They
Yeah,
give
yeah,
people them
yeah.
what him had.
Get it. But
Listen,
what you get it in like $100 note or $50 note, right?
listen, men are wrong with it. Not going back over and you don't have no use for these people now.
Yeah,
But give
because
it to them.
because I think if you carry the Jamaican, they're gonna
Yeah.
find.
You don't
I
have
think
any
no,
use
I think
for
it's still
it.
you can exchange over there, but I mean,
For what? For that?
you know, no, but the exchange rate is the exchange rate, and
Honestly
if you have
though,
a million Jamaican dollars, you gotta find it. You can get
let me tell you.
near to whatever
Most
hundred or
Jamaican
thousand US dollars.
that's true. But most Jamaicans, especially in the hotel industry, when they think of money, they're gonna think US
US,
dollars are pound because
yeah.
they know how much our money don't have any value. And who to know, maybe a foreigner may just think say, okay, I'm giving you $1,000 and it's a lot of money. But it really isn't. You understand? And But still, I would say still you didn't give anybody anything to put on, so be grateful of
Be
it because
grateful and take
if
it.
majority come and give you $1,000, it can add up. So
Mhm.
it depends on the mind frame of the person, the mentality.
I
But
was and I
it's
was
well.
trying to as been saying I try listening the finance minister presentation because every now and then they revamp the money, but I've never understood
Why and how?
why they do it. But me not like I've always been excited to see what the new money look like. Most of the time when tell me the truth, most of the time when the new money is introduced, right? Everybody say, you get one yet? No, me have one. No, you don't have one. Yeah, that talk
I
to.
think I'm just a party pooper. It just remind me that was the
You don't
buses.
remember being excited about getting one of the new notes in your hand to
Never,
look at it?
you know what I used to like? The $50. I used to like the
Because it was
fifty
new.
dollars, and it was new, and that kind of have a little value for a little while. That that did stay a little while. You know what I miss? I used to love to have the paper dollar. I don't know why.
The $1.
The
I mean,
paper one
that
dollar.
was when we really had some value because
Yeah,
I remember as a little boy when I get
I was so
$2.50 for
excited.
lunch. When I get $2.50 for lunch money, we have enough
Yeah,
money.
I was
You
excited
understand
about
me?
the paper dollar because I remember when I was going to school and I used to get like 50 cents when I was going
Mhm.
to primary school. So when I remember when my father came back to Jamaica, was it 89? And I think I got $1, man. And I was so excited. I'm keep on smell it. Mm. It was exciting to hold the dollar for the first time. And when I heard that we weren't using the dollar, paper dollar anymore, I was
Yeah,
kind of sad.
I didn't like the fact that we went into coins
Yeah,
because I remember listening to Monty Perkins and him say when the country going changing into coins, it speaks to the valuation
the
of the dollar,
devaluation.
the devaluation of the dollar, and then I learned a lot of things from Monty, and that was where I started, take note that okay, each time I come out with a new note, I'm like, me not lie,
I'm a little sudden, really.
I'm just being all gully for the pretty looking money, but I know deep inside, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
We really the value I got again. You understand me? But I try not to give our focus on that part of it because if you do,
It's sad.
it's really a sad situation. However, you can't deny the reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reality is that boy, the value of the money is really going down.
Yeah,
Right. So everyone says, no, it wasn't me. It was my friend.
his friend.
Um, there was like, what happened to you guys? Don't like your own money? Yeah. So I mean, I think like you as a Jamaican, if I had gone overseas and come back, I would, and I'm giving a tip. I'll probably give a tip in US dollar because I understand. But I think for the American who comes out here and change out their money in Jamaican dollars, to them, you should be willing to accept your own money too. You understand? But through every Jamaican with a hotel and that, you understand me? Especially when money sent from foreign, whether through Western Union or somebody come down and then comes and take it to an envelope and give you. When you open it, that's it $50 or 200 US dollar. You feel good.
If I'm giving a tip
Mm.
and I have X time to return back to my country, which is not Jamaica,
Mm.
and whatever local currency is in the pocket, I'm giving it to them. If they don't want it,
So
they
you
give it back.
don't. So I really look past my give them $100 pay tip.
I would not give them $100.
Okay.
I'll give them. I think I don't. I wouldn't give them nothing less than
A thousand.
$1,000
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I know the value of the money.
Mhm.
And if I really want to give a tip that I know is going to make sense, like even say, okay, buy them a lunch or
Yeah.
whatever you.
Yeah.
I know that giving less than $1,000 really does make sense.
Mhm.
So if I don't have it to begin with, we don't have it.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna give a tip, I'm not giving less than $1,000.
I agree.
And the annoyance of it all is that the persons who is not from the country may very well think that $1,000 is a lot
It's a
of
lot of
money.
money.
That's where my annoyance come in because it's not. It don't sound that way because they know what their currency hold
Yeah.
and they know that their $20, 20 US, it pack a punch
Yeah.
in their country. A 20 US can maybe buy you a lot of stuff in their country. But out here in Jamaica, they can buy a lunch and not really a fruit juice, a
You know.
normal juice with $1,000, depending on
Yeah.
where you're going.
Yeah.
But to a foreigner coming into our country, that sounds like an act because it says a lot. It says
It's
1,000,
10,000. Yeah.
but it really isn't. But for a Jamaican person now who keeps up with what is happening in the country and live overseas, it can be different for them. So they may feel good in leaving $1,000 tip, and you can't blame them neither. You understand? Because $1,000 tip can buy personal lunch. I think if you want to leave a tip and you cannot buy lunch, don't bother leaving.
I agree.
If you can't buy lunch, don't buy a tip because what's the purpose of giving it? You understand?
So as I said, though, I was trying to watch the finance minister's presentation. I think in all of the budgetary presentations, most people watch the PM and the finance minister because the finance minister is the one who gives all the details of the money I go spend and where it is, and them throw jobs at one another. And then what was pleasant for me to hear, there were no new taxes. No, the last budget there were no new taxes, but this budget again there's still no new taxes because each year taxation would have increased to supplement or to increase the amount of money coming to the coming to the government for the government to do more. And for this time around, they said no new taxes, which is to me a good thing. So this Jamaican people will not be given an additional burden on whatever they're getting. So I also heard him talking about how the economy is coming back now, and people who can be able to get them partner drawn and can buy them stuff and buy one igloo and go back on the road again and start selling things and when carnival this and because them say COVID don't know. Well, I don't think it's it. I don't say done, but I think based on where we are, the last time I heard that they did a thousand tests, and out of the thousand they got most only 15 positive, which is pretty good. So and the fact that the curfew now has gone to 12 o'clock, you're saying now people can move about and do them thing again. So what you're going to see now we call them a growing reboot, right, of the economy because people are not able to move about and do that. Basically, come back to normalcy.
People's gonna juggle now. They're juggling that they used to do.
Yeah.
And another thing that I don't know if I should feel good about our government. I would feel good because if we had somebody the minimum wage, like some person.
Yeah, gone to what?
I believe it's a 9,000, but I was listening to the radio and some person was saying that they would work for 3 days and their employers were already paid them like $1,000, and then they would go to another place and their employer paid them more than that. So
you mean pay them 10,000?
Yeah. So like the government saying that it's no new thing to them because their employer had already took it into consideration and was giving them more because basically minimum wage really cannot help.
It's I think it should not be less than $10,000.
It shouldn't.
It should not be less than $10,000. I know sometimes the employer them ball and so on, but the truth is when it's right, every sector has different ways of making profit, right? But I believe that it shouldn't be less than $10,000 because it doesn't make sense to the man who work that. 9,000 cannot do much. And what I find as you alluded to was that the employer or the household worker or the days worker or whatever in Jamaica, them use them conscience.
Yeah, they do.
And them give them help more than minimum wage. 9,000. People who are help work and get out $12,000 a week or $15,000 a week because the person appreciates what their help are doing. You know what I mean? Now, what I find annoying though is like you have the banks who are making billions or hundreds of millions, right? Even in a pandemic, and they are still increasing their fees on the people. That me not understand. You understand me? I say the lawyer or the doctor, whatever, right? I use for them conscience and pay them help more. And yet the banks and them people, them now do the same thing using their conscience. In fact, they should be reducing fees, not increasing fees, because even in the pandemic, you can hear how much billions of dollars they made. And I said, but that don't make no sense. Why
Yeah.
you in after you make such a good profit? You don't know if your profit get a little reduction or reduced because you don't increase your rates. You understand me? I said. So I know a lot of persons that they will go to like credit unions
Yeah.
and then go to and then drive and to them partner or whatever. I mean, I really trust partner because
Yeah, I
sometimes
used to back in the day, but
people
back then there were more persons that
were
were
honest and
trustworthy.
trustworthy. Yeah.
Nowadays, like I don't want to bash anybody who is doing it and have the faith in doing it now, but my faith has run out on that. You understand? Right
Yeah.
now, doing a partner in Jamaica, you don't have the wherewithal of knowing everybody that is in it. Under the bank, I goodly know.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many persons that are not trustworthy. I heard so much murmuring of, yeah, when you get your partner job, you can't get it and so and so. And some of them get them partner job, they can slack up on it.
Mm-hmm.
When you join them line there, you work too hard for your money. If you go join partner when you're ready, you can't get it. Don't make any sense. It's better you go and do it with a bank or something where you know you can hold the bank accountable.
But I'm hearing
And credit union.
right because bank now getting no money for your money.
Yeah, I think Ron said something. I don't know if you had
No, I think I already tried it.
the bottom
Mm-hmm.
one.
Really tried it.
Oh,
He was saying that it wasn't his. It
oh,
wasn't him.
oh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
The
so
banks don't. The banks don't give money for your
the
property.
bank is for themselves,
Yeah,
really. It's
because
for themselves.
I was listening to I kind of a money advisor,
Mhm.
and she Kelly Larios, and she was saying that boy, the bank only gives you like 0 point
Point
something
something.
something for your money. So she's saying, no man, take your money and
Real,
get educated about money
how to
management and
invest
investment and reinvest your
with
money.
the
Cause
grow.
banks not pay nothing.
You know, they
Yes, I
charge
mean.
fees. Can you
So
imagine? Oh,
and I
sorry.
mean, I like I mean, when I heard about it one day, I was like saying to myself, really sure. From the time that you put out like 10,000, na some stocks and bonds or whatever.
I heard
You
Errol
understand me? I say,
Stevens talk about it so much, but I don't fully understand it.
yeah,
But it
man.
sounds good to me, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that I see trending on TikTok is where persons are using up their old water bottles
Mm-hmm.
and saving their $50 notes and their $100 notes and their $20 coin. And it's honestly to God, it looked very appealing to me. It
Mm-hmm.
looked very appealing because at the rate the bank is going now, that if you don't draw your money fast enough, you're going to be penalized. You understand? When you go to draw the money, if you have it there,
It
if you
take
draw,
forever.
and it's gonna be penalized. You understand me?
Man take some time
Yeah.
again.
If you do a work and get a check lodgement or what have you, no, if somebody send you something from overseas by what have you, they're going to take a part of it. So me look at them and say, wait, this thing that is trending
As
when me see people, account to them find look extra in their hand, they roll it up neatly, drop it in their water bottles, and they'll forget about it till the next time you roll it and you drop it. And now when you see the bottle full and you bust one lady, she must have over 10,000 in one. And then another one, I say, you go, girl. Because nobody can tell you how much you pay out of that take out that bank or
and
anything.
maybe
Else.
the and, may,
Everything you put is yours.
and maybe that's what and maybe the bank
Mhm.
them I go something the bank them I go start get vexed now because people
Yeah,
now
people
now
gonna
carry their
get
money
vexed.
can't get them no more.
And I would say to those persons, don't show your face.
And
Be
make sure and
careful.
make sure you hide the pants somewhere proper.
Yeah, and the thing though, it has its curse to it because people find
Fire.
out. I know fire is not the fire is bad and not so bad because
Mm.
it's a crime to your luck. But you can imagine people don't maybe start turning up on people don't start rabbits.
And search for
I
them.
say,
Yeah.
what about them there? So you
So
gotta
if
be
you are safe
discreet.
secretly in your container, just not tell
Keep it to
nobody.
yourself. Keep it to yourself. But my God, it's like the consumer always lose.
So Ron confirm and say $10,000 a month. I agree. That's what I'm saying.
Mm,
It shouldn't be less than
agree.
$10,000. Well now, 10,000 a month. Hold on. Let me see what Ron I say. Mm-mm. I do it here, but I like to get the first draw.
Oh,
Oh,
partner
just
draw.
in case anything
Yeah.
happens.
When you say
I
I see
think
it,
I think everybody run on the
everybody
first
want the
draw.
first draw cause everybody. That's
Everybody
the thing
running the
about
first
it.
draw in a partner.
Honestly, it's something that used to work for me right
Um,
before we got married because most of what we have acquired, that's what we used to do.
mhm.
But the person was such a trustworthy and loyal person. She don't play. You understand? Them have to pay up the money whether they want to yes or no when them get them jobs. So, she was the article person. And I still know somebody who does it. I don't have any problem with the person who does it because she's a good friend and church. So my only problem is that like some of the person from the community that do it, I don't know. My faith tells me just ease yourself on about the enroll because what am I gonna do if when I ready for my apology and I heard that she cannot give it to me
And
because
she
X
fly
and
out.
X? No man, she now fly out. It's the people they want to pay
Oh,
back
the
after them
pay.
get them job. It's like man, why? Just
And
ease
then
yourself on about it.
the banker can't take more than him
Yeah,
can't hold
you
take more than him
understand?
can't take. Cause him now man keep a one hand
Keep a one out. But me
as
trust her still is just the surrounding communities that are part of it. Me not too sure about because let me tell you, I work hard. So for myself, I work hard. I'm like forget the value for my money. Kind of
Mhm.
can't tell you the value. Even if it's not a vast amount of money, when we spend it, must spend properly. You
That's why I
understand?
tell you don't go
So
down to and buy certain things. Go down to and buy certain
yeah, me
pop up
still
and
get bug. Cause right now uptown I buy from downtown up in them store and I pose. You understand? And a curry, a Chinese goods.
that's the
But
topic
that's
of
another topic.
ourselves.
Right.
But yeah, so the banks are not giving you back any real return for your money. And so people resort to now save it to themselves. I mean, one time you just put money in a mattress and nobody that no more, as we
Yeah.
should put down
No,
pan.
that
That's a,
happen.
but it I think locally, if you can, and I guess based on what President is saying, it's best to put your money where you can get better return. You
Yeah.
can invest it and get and see the return. The thing about investment is that it takes a little while to come back, you know. But you know,
I would have to fully understand it because it sounds attractive, but you need to know the
mm,
worth all of
mm,
it.
mm,
So,
where you can make a decision.
before you can make a decision about it. And so, but I mean, as it relates to the notes, my opinion doesn't change it from being in existence. It doesn't change the fact that we're gonna have to use it. We're gonna come across it. It's just that I just feel a numbness in my belly because it reminds you of the reality of the situation.
Hmm.
But what can you do? Who knows what it's leading up to? Who knows what is the real significance of the change and all of that? But it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. But before we come to a close, we well the finance minister in his presentation was making the comparison for say how quickly Jamaica has rebounded, um, you know, passing the worst of the pandemic versus some other countries, and he made a comparison with where back in the 80s versus now, and said that boy is the first Jamaica has been so stable in all the years. You understand? Because normally in these situations, we'd have go back and borrow money. You understand me? And then borrowing money would have increased our debt. And him said in his presentation, he said we never had to borrow no money at all. All of the money that they gave to as help out to persons were actually came from some money then put away for something. And so I kinda appreciate even the detail with which the present minister explains what is happening and whatever that. It gives you an appreciation more than just I stood there for a while. I was listening to him, and I said, wow, we can understand the man. I said, we can literally hear him and understand what he's saying.
So could it mean then if our country Jamaica was able to really stabilize a little within the nearly 2 year period of
Mm,
coronavirus, which we know that the most things that were in demand was services such as hospitals
mm,
and doctors,
pharmacies and whatever.
pharmacies,
And
yeah,
food.
and food. Could it simply mean that all along these were the services that were keeping the country on its feet?
Not necessarily, because remember, no, you have the entertainment industry who got a big hit, and
Yeah.
when the entertainment industry is open, you have persons who can sell and whatever. So everybody will get a good touch. The hoteliers, they got a big hit too. You know what I mean? So all the different sectors are able to contribute, but it does that. I think the government had to spend a little less because
Oh, they budgeted.
right based on the budget that they had, they never had to use up all of the budget because persons were moving
Oh
about.
yeah, that makes
You know
sense.
what I mean? So it in all wisdom they had a cushion for to kind of deal with certain situation that came up. You know what I mean? And I think for whatever it's worth, we didn't come off worse off than we were. So to me, that's it's like a good job for them.
But that's not bad. That simply means that if everything should come back to
We
normal
should be
and
better
thoroughly,
off. We
now that
should.
they know
Yeah.
how to manage a little instead that in a time of
Yeah.
crisis, they should know how to manage this in the time of plenty.
Exactly.
Let's just
Because
see.
know that for example the employment rate has gone up. Know that more persons will be going out to work. Know that more taxes again will be paid or whatever. It should then say to them, okay, let us do what we did under the pandemic as if we were.
Yeah.
You understand me? I said, and so they
Because
can
that's true
manage the things
budgeting,
better.
nevertheless.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they want to find out if something works.
They keep doing it. Yeah. But guys, I'm excited about the money outlook. We know differently in the valley has really gone bonkers. But let us see where it takes us. I think all in all everybody have to still do the best that they can do with whatever them have and just push on. We just I in my mind though, a whole heap of time have been wasted, our finances have been wasted by successive governments that could have seen Jamaica farther than where we are. But that's a whole topic of itself. And we just want to still say though, Jamaica is resilient, and all of us are resilient people, and we just have a push on. We just have a push on. So if you're watching the video, post the live. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. We are happy for all our new subscribers,
Yeah,
and I hope the conversation we had today was, light. I know Michelle make it heavy with one night
It's
time,
not about heavy,
but
it's that
it's the
we
truth.
have our opinion.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't know if something means a lot for me, I'm gonna express it. If it
No
don't
man,
really
no
mean a
man.
lot, I express it.
The truth
And
is
the
that
truth
it's the
is,
truth.
either way, it's gonna affect me
Yeah.
if it's not something good. I can only share my experience, what it has been like,
Mhm.
and what I've learned and experienced within this time when these things happen.
Yeah.
You understand? It's simply going to mean that the $1,000 is already like $100.
Mhm.
So for me to learn that, okay, we're getting new notes and it's $2,000. I said, go. So if the $1,000 now becomes like
And the 2,000 become the 1,000.
exactly, you see what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
So it leave a look hollow, a look hollowness
And the
inside.
1,000 become the 500.
Yeah,
And
because
the
I have
500
to,
become the
yeah,
$100.
have to spend. You
Yeah.
earn, so you have to spend. You have stuff to take care of. So it should mean something to you. I don't want to hear nobody say, lucky, I mean nothing to it.
No money.
It's ridiculous for it not to mean anything to you because you're part of the system using
Me
these
just
things.
understand the value and the devaluation and the valuation of it. Still like it.
And that's fine. That's fine, because I
Still
mean
like it.
nobody want to know that them have a ugly life to money and put in them pockets. So
Yeah.
but it's just that it's just like the seriousness for me.
Still hits.
It still hits, so it's not a for me. It's not too much here and there with the color of it because sometimes you don't get a long to look for the color. You just
Exactly.
get
Come
tap,
in, pass it on.
pass it
Oh,
on.
boy.
Like I said, oh, that's what you look like next. But it is what it is. Money like that.
All right, so guys, we're not going to stay long tonight. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Mommy came and she talked and she gone.
She gone.
More than
Molly
likely,
did say weekends getting complicated.
yes.
Carly maybe she after church, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
Most of our regular
Miss
persons.
Dawn is in another country, so
So
maybe
maybe
she have a
some
function
situation.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful to have you, cuz and Jen nevertheless.
Yeah, mommy does so want something she know. What she know?
Maybe she have WhatsApp
Yeah,
on
she
her
probably do
phone.
something.
But however, I mean, for those who weren't here tonight and those who will come across the video, leave your opinion about it.
Yeah,
it's
man.
good to share. If
We
you
wanna
have
hear
more
from you.
facts about it, like what are some of the reasons why they would change it and double up with the heroes and the note.
Yeah.
If you have valid information about it,
Yeah,
share
probably you heard
it.
the entire presentation from the finance minister. You probably can share. Yeah.
And so on.
But again, we have something coming up, or a new intro. We're going to hopefully by the next video that upload that we do, you'll see our new intro. Please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, we hope you like it because we like it. You like it?
I like it. It's just that the music, I don't know, maybe.
Leave the music again.
The music
The
maybe could
best
have
is yet to
changed
come.
too.
But guys, thank you for coming on. And as we say, if you're watching it late or afterwards, please like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell another friend, and of course, share to the family. Help us to get to 1,000 subscribers. And until our next live, until we see you again, God bless. See you on the other side.